Hi. In this video, I'll explain how to create an invoice, send it to your customer, and collect payment from them. First, go to the project where you need to create an invoice or collect payment from your customer. Click on the Financial module and go to Money Matters. Here, you can see all invoices, receipts, credit notes, and cash invoices. Everything related to payments is available in this section. You can also view a dashboard that shows how many invoices are pending, the total amount to be collected from the customer, and the remaining balance. Here, you can access the ledger, view invoices, create credit notes, and check payment details. You can also track all payments received from customers. To create an invoice, click on the Action button and select Create Invoice. You'll also see options like Credit Invoice, Register Payment, Request Payment, and Payment Details. Each option serves a different purpose. Using Register Payment, you can record payments received via cash, check, or bank transfer. If you want to request payment from your customer online, you can use the Request Payment option. To view all payment details, click on Payment Details. Now, let's see how to create an invoice from scratch. You'll see two options, Credit Invoice and Cash Invoice. If you want to raise a new invoice, select Credit Invoice. If you've already received payment but haven't created an invoice yet, you can choose Cash Invoice. Let's proceed with creating a credit invoice. The invoice number and issue date will be generated automatically. You can change the issue date if needed. Next, enter the material name or describe what the invoice is about, and add the required line items. Scroll down to view the subtotal, tax amount, and total amount. Now, you can set payment terms. In most cases, payments are not collected in one go. For example, you may receive 40% as advance and the remaining later. You can create multiple payment terms and enter either the percentage or amount for each stage. You can also define when each payment is due, such as due on receipt, net 15, net 30, or a custom date. Additionally, you can set reminders so your customer gets notified before the due date and doesn't miss the payment. You can even add multiple reminders. Scroll down further to add terms and conditions. You can either select from templates or enter them manually. Once everything is done, scroll up and click on Create. Now your invoice has been created. To send it to your customer, click on the email option. You can edit the email subject and content if needed, and then send it. Once sent, you can view all your invoices in the invoice list. You'll also be able to track the status of each invoice. From the dashboard cards, you can view invoice details, receipt details, and unpaid details. Clicking on each will show you the relevant information, like pending payments or received payments. Now, let's say you've received a payment from the customer. Click on the Action button and select Register Payment. You'll see the invoice details and the amount to be received. Enter the amount received, and you'll also see the remaining balance. Select the payment method, cash, check, bank transfer, or others, and choose the payment date. Once done, click on Update Payment. You can also handle multiple or partial payments for a single invoice. If you want to send a receipt to the customer, you can do that as well. The customer will receive the receipt notification. In the ledger, you can view all records, invoices, payments, receipts, credit notes, refunds, and more, all in one place. If you want to request payment online, click on the Request Payment option. This will send a payment link to your customer, where they can make the payment directly. Now, let's talk about credit notes. If you've created an invoice with a higher amount and the customer has already paid, you can create a credit note to adjust the extra amount. You can add a credit note for any invoice. For example, if you added an item earlier and now want to remove it, you can create a credit note for that amount and send it to the customer. In the ledger, you'll be able to see the credit note along with its status. If the credit note is unapplied, you can click on Action and choose options like Edit, Void, Apply, or Refund. If you refund the amount to the customer, you can mark it as refunded. You can also preview or delete the credit note if needed. Now let me show you how to apply a credit note. Click on Apply, and you'll see the list of invoices. You can apply the credit amount to a specific invoice. For example, if the credit note is $2,200 and the invoice is $4,000, you can adjust the amount accordingly. Once applied, everything gets updated and balanced properly. No confusion or mismatches. Similarly, if you want to edit an invoice, click on the Action button and select Edit. You can also resend the invoice via email if needed. If an invoice is partially paid and you remove a line item, the system will automatically create a credit note. If you want to void an invoice, click on the Void option, enter the reason, and confirm. The invoice will be marked as void and updated in the ledger. In the ledger, you can track everything: invoices, payments, receipts, credit notes, refunds, and voided invoices. If you want to see a full payment statement, click on Payment Statement. You can also download it and share it with your customer. So, this is how you can create invoices, track payments, and manage everything without missing any payments. Thank you.